Hi, and welcome to episode 22 of the Lizard Farm. I'm quite surprised how far this project went. We're today having our first iguanas hatched. The next iguanas will be hatching quite soon. Everything turns out as I have planned. It just took forever. If we look here, 220 days. This is a very slow and a very slow game. But that's mostly the biome, which just gives away nothing for free. It took alone, like, I don't know, almost a year until Flays had found a second person, if I remember correctly. Maybe it wasn't a full year, but it was really a long time. So let's check out when Guido will restock. Oh, so quite a long time. But I have a vague memory of good stuff lying around there. So, Jackboot the Tactician. That was some space refugee, wasn't he? Slave. Where did this guy come from again? I think he was a Dropbot survivor, but I can't really remember. But that's not too terrible. No! That's really bad. Stop that. Okay. Wow, I have actually things that can burn now. That's really annoying. Alrighty, let's finish the other technology for the deep drilling as well, so we can scan for minerals and hopefully I'll find something new here, because my reserves are really low. I mean, I probably start now mining out that emerald. Why not? Let's do that. Because I want some more money. Honestly, I feel like I don't have enough money. Yeah, wonderful. The statue does exactly what I hoped it would do. Offers Flays some meditation focus, and that's pretty good. And now Jane goes off and mines out the emerald during a dry thunderstormy day. Morning, to be exact. Okay. Wait a sec, she's wearing a... Okay. There we go. Where did that thing come from? Why can't I remember something big like a excellent marine armor and not anymore? It's concerning me. But whatever, I don't mind. So, an excellent marine armor is making her pretty tanky. It's a bit of a waste on a shooter like her. It should be worn by a melee fighter, honestly. Oh, there's some peridot. Okay, nice. Honestly, I think I'm going to swap that over to Amanda. And we're getting raided by the Western Aurelia. So they're getting over with drop pods to our place. And did I read that correctly? they're sappering on us again. Okay. So let's check them out. Western Aureliers are usually quite well equipped. So assault rifle, poor quality. At least one's is a poor quality. Let's check them out. Alright, normal quality there. Completely Useless people on those weapons though. So overall, there's nobody surprisingly talented here on the enemy side. Oh, well. That's why I have turrets everywhere. You know, this way you have something to fall back on pretty much everywhere. I'm going to leave that door open and oh man, that's so dangerous. I'm going to open the door here like this and let's check. Jane is my longest ranged person, right? Okay. Sadly, she's not around. I'm going to wait for a moment. Sappers, they decide to go crazy on your defenses. And at some point, usually... No, not my iguanas. It's not the young one. Usually, once they start attacking your defenses, you can counterattack that. We will avenge that. Okay, let's get back. This is bad. You too, Jane. Okay. So, Amanda took a scratch. Poor thing. Such a cruel world. Let's see. Jane is not able to counterattack there, so I'm going to wait. Okay. So they're going for the donkey, but besides that, let's check out the hit we got on Addy. So, it's gone so exactly even. What are the chances? Okay. So I'm going to bring up Jane again and try to shoot down somebody. Ah, there we go. Another hit on this guy, but well. Eddie is quite well equipped. Okay. So, our enemies didn't make a real decision so far. And, Jackboot wants to join us. Okay, welcome, my friend. You're a good shot. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to bring up Amanda, and, it's also time to release the animals at this point, and, this is going to be a really good stand there. So, let's take care that everybody is in his comfortable zone to fight that out. So there we go. Well, Amanda's on fire, so she's running around. Lucy is having some gunshots, but the Aureliers are fleeing now, so we win this one. Alright. Okay. Wow, what a dirty fight that is. Can somebody please fight the fire on Amanda too? So we lost 2 of our beloved iguanas. What a terrible tragedy. Well, Western Aurelia is a pretty dangerous faction overall. I've had some pretty hefty fights with these guys in the past, and this one was no difference. But okay, we captured assault rifles, 2 of them. Okay, a barkeeper. Everybody can use a barkeeper. He's even depressive. Perfect. A depressive barkeeper. What an addition for my desert home. Okay, he's not terribly scarred or anything like that. Okay, and nobody's overly wounded. Well, that went good. I really need to restrict my animal zone a little bit more. This is just these iguanas are too valuable. I can't afford to waste their life like that. Okay, now then, let's capture the barkeeper and let's keep going. Rapport revolver, bio-coated LMG. I'll just leave that underground. Bio-coated stuff can just deteriorate out in the open. I don't care. It's basically useless items, you know. So Jane is tending. So let's get to Jackboot. Wow, that's some fancy clothes on that guy. Look at that. Devil strand on pink cloth duster. Well, almost like Theophax back home. Alright. The greedy and bloodlusty Thomas Drake. He is very ill-trained, a good shot, but apart from that, we can make him a good constructor and a good crafter. That's pretty nice overall. He's also a potential good researcher. That's even better. What about the Western Aurelia? We can befriend these guys, so let's check out this guy. The recruitment difficulty is not too hard. No. We're going to recruit he. This I like his skill set. It'll add up a second melee fighter into my colony, and that's something I really like to have. Can somebody please tend people which are just dying? I mean, Caro, you're literally lying next to your husband and letting him bleed to death. You're sleeping there. Oh, that's just fine. Well, okay, Flaze is solving his problems himself. I'm going to forbid that though. Oh, dang. That's bad. So, okay, Flaze is now basically only a third of himself anymore. So that's a real tragedy. We need some help here. I'll try to get some healer serum or something like that. He now has a permanent gunshot injury in the brain, which is one of the most nasty new additions in version 1.1. This kind of scar didn't exist in the past of the game, and you see here, lets his consciousness drop to 35%. And thus everything else is also reduced. I think it'll get a little bit better, obviously, but well, do I have Glitter World meds? Maybe with Glitter World meds I have the option to do something. Let's try that first, but I'm not sure. Peace talks with JJ. Well, considering the mutilation of our leader, or much more of the founder of our community, I'm really considering to do that. So with the social skills, Jane is the best person I could send, so let's do that. That's always those moments that feel really, really bad. You lose iguanas and get some severe cripplement there. Look at that. This guy's really devastated now, you know. That's war. So let's grab the donkeys and well, like this. Let's give them some food on the way. And off they go. So what about Jackboot? So Jackboot basically will jump in and replace Flaze's job. I think I'm going to put Flaze now down to cleaning business. It's the best thing I can do. Like, sad as that might be. But luckily Jackboot has joined our community, and this way I'm having somebody who will do the work one day he's learned. I mean, Flaze is basically a living legend, and we're going to get that fixed. It's not that horribly hard, we just need a Helium Serum, and then the rest will be okay. Until then, he just will leave a more relaxed life than before. I think that's just okay. I want to go for the cremating business here. I want these people gone. So let's check. Flaze is completely healed. How bad is it? At least 40%. Well, could be worse, you know. Let's see what the peace talks will bring. That's something I really like about this game. It always, you see, the combat was not really terribly hard or dangerous or whatever, but the game still has so many little things going on, able to really mess you up in a pretty nasty way, even though you're still managing to write the game pretty well, and I admire that. Without these things, the games would get boring much quicker, you know. Camel wool, okay, we can do something out of that. Steel slag chunks, also welcome. Steel is always a good resource. Well, well. Good thing I have so many people to back up the colony here. So Acevedo should be doing more, a higher priority on the wardening. He's pretty good at that, so... too bad that I don't have any money on me. Oh, look at that, it's a combat supplier. Miniguns, monoswords. Oh. Recon armor. Well, let's move on. I hope we will be successful with the peace talks there. That would be very, very beneficial. Oh. Jackboot needs a weapon, of course. Well, let's give him a assault rifle. That's pretty good. Here goes. Peace talks, success. So our relations increased by 66. So I think this was enough, if I remember the numbers correctly. They're still on -2, so we need to pay them one visit and they would be okay with us. But it's a damn long way over to a town of these guys. Just noticed. Well, I could release the barkeeper, and that would make us friends. So we're going to do that. You're going to get released, okay? For peace. I have already Jackboot joining our colony, and I consider that all I need. Okay. And there we go. They're now neutral with us. exactly what I wanted to achieve. Alright. So Jackboot will now train himself to get useful. It's going to that's going to be not that hard. This guy is actually pretty useful overall. So it happens that I need a hauler as well. So Flays might be slow, but that's not that terrible. I want that mini turret done. That one's really important to me. And we're making more stone art. Who's that one new? I think. The sculpture bears a representation of an ellipse. Okay. Well, it sounds more and more like real art. Let's check the value. 200 bucks. Well, stone art is never worth a lot of money because stone is very available. Yet still, that's the good part about it. It's pretty available, you know. Alright, there we go. Oh well, I'll let Flace have his sleep. He's pretty tired. Okay. At least Jackboot is not a slow learner or something like that, so he's going to be at a decent level with the constructing quite quickly there. So that's not going to be that much of a problem. So, normal stone statues, 120 bucks. Amanda Bagray. On this piece is an artwork of Amanda Madden striding forward purposefully and equipped for exploration. Two beavers wander peacefully. The work reminds the viewer of exhaustion. Provocatively, thousands of hackers appear beneath the main subject. This depiction refers to Amanda departing for adventure. So, well, basically, this is a reminder of the peace talks, and I feel like this should be in Jane's room furthermore, because she deserves that one. It's her triumph, so let's take that. Okay, I can now go for the ground penetrating scanner. That's a really, really useful technology. Apart from that, what do we research next? So, what's that? A mad dromedary. Yeah, well, that's not really as scary as the sound for it goes. Let's research the noble apparel and that stuff, because I really want to be able to sustain nobles. Caravans back home. Well, it's a little bit sad that the newly bred eggs will be just replacements for the dead ones. I would have wished for something better there, but whatever. It's my own fault if my animal zone is looking like that, so I'll no. Well, I'll just need another animal zone. I just have no animal zone for those, so that's the problem. Let's create a new area, and that's the iguana zone. You know, I'm not taking care of them good enough. I'm sorry. I really am. So, iguana zone is everything which is getting covered by gun turrets, basically. I'm not letting them outside there because it just puts them at unnecessary risk. So Creating zones like these is always a little bit of a pain, but it's worth the trouble. Just want to make sure that they're not allowed in any zones where they can steal too large amounts of food or something like that, or make rooms too dirty. Like, for example, I definitely don't want any animals inside the laboratory. I just don't want that. And this way I'll have a safe zone for all the animals that I want to put under protection here in the base. Also, I don't want any... oh well, I think that should be okay. Yeah. There we go. So for the future, there will be no more iguana outside lying around like that. Lucy, would you kindly... where's the butchering table? There's the butchering table. It's just made out of steel here. It's not brown. So I want to let this sweet little thing not go to waste. Oh, they are wild dromedaries. Tame them! Alright, nice. That's more useful animals here in the colony. I'm not sure if I really want to keep them or if I'm going to sell them. Probably gonna sell them. Because I need to save up money to help Flays. And also, I want that comms console. And a ground-penetrating scanner, and so many other things. But for now, I'll just pretend like I am filthy rich and can afford everything I want to afford. Okay. Just setting up some orbital trade beacons to have the trading access everywhere where I wanted to have. Next up will be a ground penetrating scanner, which will allow me to find underground deposits, which will enable me to build deep mining drills, which provide a steady supply of the minerals. I don't know if or when a deep mining drill. I don't know how to call it. If a resource depot of the deep mining drills, if they get exhausted or something like that, I don't even know, to be quite honest. So who's my handler now? It's only Lucy. Don't like that. So well, I'm going to let Flays keep on the handling. He's not really going to do much more anyways, so he might as well just wander around and train animals, you know. Okay, Jackboot is staying on the training front, and we have trained the dromedaries. So one thing I really want to do now is bring up a caravan and maybe travel even to the western Arela. Oh, my iguana's hatched. So dromedaries are really good pack animals. Shame to sell them, but sell them we must, I think. So let's pick up things. I'm going to sell these psychic shock items because honestly, I don't really need them that much. The statue I'm going to sell as well. And these items now. Let's see if I can sell those tainted cloves as well. And we're going to go with Jane and Amanda again. And it's going to be 1.7 days. Well, I want to go for a visit there with these guys, so going to give them some more potatoes into the caravan. I just noticed that I feel like they're not having enough food here to get this going. Okay. So my main miner is away again, but well. Acevedo is also capable of mining, okay. And Jackboot is fully healed now. Nice. So he shouldn't be happy with the slightly impressive room. But, well, he's not completely unhappy with it, so... But I will see if I can't fetch him something better there. Fear Cluster. Oh man, I don't know if I really want to do that. A Persona Core. Okay. Glitter World Medicine. But, ooh. The thing there is, I have to fight a pretty nasty mechanoid cluster to get the Glitter World meds there. There has to be an easier way to get Glitter World meds, you know. So Jane's only having 1.4 days of food, but that's okay. We're going to buy some food at the Western Aurelia. What's their town called? Let's look it up. Mentone. Okay. Sounds like, I don't know. I have to think about Mentos. That name reminds me of Mentos. But not really. Alright, let's clean up this place a little bit. It's dirty! There we go. Come on, Lucy. Let's clean up that bedroom, too. Nice. Maybe I can make a really impressive room out of those little things there. There's a good chance. Okay, let's bring up a overwall vent here and there, so it'll get air conditioning from both sides. No, no, not the pukes again. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a rotten stack of food again. So one of those meal stacks is a false friend, and I'm pretty sure it's there's going to happen what's always happening. Everybody will be having food poisoning for the next 3 days. That's what usually happens in these scenarios. Okay, but we're having here new iguana babies, and there are more and more females. And let's check out. That one is fertilized, and no, that's the wrong one. And that one is fertilized. Wonderful. Okay, harp and noble apparel got researched. Carpet making, yes please. I want to have fine floorings made out of cloth. Okay. Wow. So Jackboot did a lot of work here during the last few days. That's good. Quite happy to see that. Sunstone. That sounds fancy. So, I'm going to probe this mountain now properly, because I want to know if there's anything in there I want to have. So, probing is quite simple, you see. Just need to mine with 2 grids distance in between. So let's I don't know. Lucy is actually a miner by job. Oh well, let's do something like this. One thing I really like about iguanas as a breeding animal for sales purposes, they don't really need much work. Like, you only need to work a little bit on their tameness. But apart from that, they don't need any training. Like, I mean, apart from that, they're utterly useless too, but they're here to sell them, so I wouldn't call them that useless, you know? Okay. Let's see if I get lucky and discover some more resources in here. That would be really cool. But honestly, I would be a little bit surprised. Yeah, like I said, the pukes. Food poisoning for everyone. I just dearly hope that I don't get attacked. But I mean, I have so many turrets on this base that it wouldn't be a complete and utmost disaster instantly, so... It only gets a disaster when your colonist can't run away from the exploding turret because he has to puke. Then disaster commences. Alright, so let's check out what our neighbors have to offer. Oh, so curious. Okay, so they're definitely going to buy those dromedaries from me. That's a good start. We're going to sell those psychic items here. Sadly, no Glitterworld meds. Luciferium, that would also solve a problem. But create a new one. I don't like that. Apart from that, it doesn't look like they're having any psychic, any repairing thingies. But I do get a lot of money here. That's a big plus. Doomsday rocket launcher. Ooh. Tempting, but no. Instead, I'm going to grab a big bunch of components here and head home. Like this amount of whoa, a second. I'll use the rest of my money for some food. Just noticed that we're out of food. This amount of components will get me somewhere, so let's check. Well, that food won't last them for the whole road, but well. Why don't they have any days of food now? They traded and bought some new ones. That's weird. So, we struck Tanzanite. Okay, so at least we got gems, hey? Okay. That's a little bit weird. let's set up camp. That's why I have this mod. To cover up these weirdnesses of the caravan system. I don't really get it why they're carrying camel meat and it's displayed as they don't have any food on them. I don't get it. Like, their food restriction doesn't forbid them to eat that stuff. So instead, I'm just going to set up camp and let them eat a bite and then travel on. But the part with the traveling on will be happening in the next episode. So feel free to drop me a comment down below. Feel free to tell me if you're also as sad as I am about Flace's injury. And yeah, leave me a like, a share with your friends, or even a subscription if you really want to support me a little bit more. Or just come back for another episode and watch more Barren Rock action. See you guys next time. Bye bye.